Hello and welcome to another edition of Stockwatch. So we see that Volkswagen's CEO Herbert has stated that he isn't intimidated by Apple, even though the tech company has potentially an electric car on the way. Volkswagen is aiming to be a dominant force in the market, especially in the European sector, as the company is looking to sell over more than 300 battery electric cars this year, as it sold over 260,000 in 2020, according to the figures that were published in January. So although that's less than the total number of sales that some companies like Tesla have made, it represents an increase to 214% higher on the previous year, and shows Germany's huge automobile industry is beginning to mount a challenge in the leadership of electric cars. So it is quite a long way of getting to Tesla's heights, but it is going in the right direction at least. So for years, industry observers have been stating that Apple are going to release an electric vehicle of their own, but this conversation was heightened in December of last year when Reuters reported that Apple planned to produce a passenger vehicle by 2024, or an electric passenger vehicle, sorry. But Herbert Diess, the CEO of Volkswagen, has stated that the car industry is not a typical technology sector that you could take over overnight in a single stroke. So they're not really looking like it's going to have any trouble from Apple in the near term, at least. They've stated that Apple will not manage that takeover overnight, and that's why when it comes to competition from Apple, they're not afraid. So quite strong statements from the CEO there. And sticking with the European automobile industry sector in general, Mercedes-Benz is recalling more than 1 million cars over a safety defect on the emergency call system. So the problem is with the car's e-call feature. So that alerts emergency services of an accident, or if the vehicle is broken down for whatever reason. But unfortunately, some of the diagnostics on the cars are stating a different location than where the car is actually stranded or stated when the call goes out, and this has affected over 1 million cars on the road so far. So never really a good time for when a car company has to start recalling cars for defects on its services. And obviously Daimler, who is on the umbrella of Mercedes-Benz, is no different. So could this affect stocks going forward? We'll have to wait and see. So the last time I looked at Volkswagen, just want to have a quick look. We saw this kind of hummingbird effect where we saw these peaks and then going down, another peak, then going down, and then another peak. So I'm just waiting. We've seen a bit of a retracement here, so I'm just waiting to see when the next peak may start shooting up. As you can see here, the latest peak was roughly in the region of 170 euros, and we're just going to wait to see if there's going to be another move towards the upside. So I'm going to see if prices start moving slightly higher, then I'll be looking to probably put in some buy positions. And if it does break this line, then obviously being very cautious, because I'm looking at this hummingbird. I'll just kind of shrink it a little bit. So looking at this hummingbird effect, which will probably come in roughly about this area and then start moving to the downside or consolidating a little bit lower. So just looking at the previous peaks and patterns that were going for Volkswagen previously. And what I'm just looking at as well is the Ichimoku cloud. Always have this on availability for support and resistance levels. It's trading far away from the borders of the Ichimoku cloud, so that tells me that the bias is towards the upside. Seeing nice divergences, very strong divergences on momentum, but these have been negated by this hummingbird effect. This is a bearish divergence, so not looking like the momentum indicator is really on song for now. So just something to look forward to in the next few trading sessions. And just a quick look on Daimler as well. So last time I looked on Daimler, I was looking for a bit of a price direction from the consolidation that I was seeing before. Obviously it's gone to the upside now, and now we're just looking to see if prices are going to start waning. As you can see here, the last consolidation event was a confluence of the top border of the Ichimoku cloud. So that's a nice support that I'll be looking for as well if prices start to retract lower. So sell positions could be put in if prices start coming down, and then a nice take profit roughly about the higher end of the $60 mark is what I'll be looking at as well. Again, just looking for some kind of divergences on the momentum indicator just to give me a bit more of a direction, and just seeing where the next momentum is going to take us in the near term. So that's all from the Stock Watch today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have any comments or queries, please feel free to add them to the post, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.